I expect the Brooklyn Nets to be really bad in the 2026 season, as they should. They just drafted 5 first-round picks. They traded away Cam Johnson for Michael Porter Jr., and it's a good, top-heavy 2026 draft class. They should try to get the best pick possible, and even though they're going to be really bad, I think they're going to be super fascinating to watch. So what is going on, everybody? How is everybody doing today? We ended up doing a Nets rebuild shortly after the NBA draft when they selected 5 first-round picks. They didn't trade any one of them, but today we are going to be rebuilding them with Michael Porter Jr., who they traded Cam Johnson for, somebody that could end up averaging 25 points a night for the Brooklyn Nets. It's going to be a lot different for him going from Denver, that's been competing for a title basically every year since 2021, 2022, or honestly, they were in the conference finals in 2020 and 1 game away in 2019. So it's going to be a big shift for him. Now, when I'm recording this, it is July 30th. You guys could see this over the weekend or maybe on Monday or Tuesday, but Cam Thomas has not re-signed with the Brooklyn Nets yet. So I took matters into my own hands. I don't think he's going to get this much, but I ended up giving him a 2+1. I kind of wish it was a 1+1, and I'm probably going to trade him this year at the deadline because Cam Thomas is way too good in 2K, and I do think he's turning into somewhat of an underrated player. We know his flaws. We know where his deficiencies are, especially on the defensive end of the floor, or maybe just connecting and initiating, and sometimes with tunnel vision, but he's a fantastic scorer and shot creator. And I'm interested to watch Michael Porter Jr., Cam Thomas, Igor Dorman, who's going to be facilitating. I mean, he was a great 3-point shooter in Summer League. So this is also post-Summer League where Traore struggled, Saraf struggled, Wolf struggled. Dwight Powell did not play in Summer League, but Yegor was really good. So we're going to see how they all play in their rookie season. They also acquired Terrence Mann this offseason to select Dwight Powell. So in game number 1, Nolan Traore had 18 points. Yegor had 7 assists. Cam Thomas ended up, where's Cam? Cam did he not play? All right, well, he should play in this game against the Rockets, in which we lose by 16. Cam Thomas had 22. Michael Porter Jr. had 27. Jalen Wilson fouled out. Yeah, there's some intriguing names from last year. The scenario that I downloaded has some interesting logos. But yeah, there's Jalen Wilson, Tyrese Martin, Keon Johnson, all those guys. To start off the year, Michael Porter Jr. is averaging 25 points. I would love to trade him this year. Contract is way too big. But I do think he's going to end up being more of an empty stats guy in 2026. But usually 2K has the Nets playing really well. Luckily, right now we are struggling. We are currently 5-17, where I think they could end up, and we are at the bottom here of the East. Well, the Hornets, how are the Hornets 2-20? They have a solid enough roster. They should not be that bad. The Wizards should not be 2-21 either, although I could see them being pretty bad. Over in the West, it's definitely more competitive. So I thought we were the worst team in the league. Now, there's teams that are worse than us right now. All right, so we have 11 wins on January 1st. We do have Michael Porter Jr. shooting 44 from 3, 51% from the field. Cam Thomas has been pretty good. Terrence Mann also could be a trade candidate at the deadline the way he's playing with the two-way ability. Yegor is averaging 5.5 assists as a rookie. Traore 3.5 assists. I don't know, unless Yegor is a small forward Franz Wagner type player, maybe a Hito Turkoglu, I just don't see where you could play Saraf, Traore, and Yegor all at the same time. All right, I want to see if the Milwaukee Bucks want to give me Kyle Kuzma for Cam Thomas, but I get the end of the swap between the Bucks and the Pelicans. So it's the swap worst. We know the Hawks have the swap best from the Derek Queen trade on the night of the NBA draft. So could I get that? I don't know if there's another young player. I wouldn't mind Ryan Rollins, but we do have so many guards as it is. And you don't have I'm intrigued about Tyler Smith. Sure. And I'll give you Dariq Whitehead. I feel they're going to say yes to this trade. I don't know if there's another first. I can't get the 2030 first. I can get a 2027 swap best. So we're going to do this trade with the Milwaukee Bucks, get 2 firsts basically for Cam Thomas, and we got to eat Kyle Kuzma's contract. But yeah, I'm going to make sure that it is going to be the swap with Milwaukee and the Pelicans. So the Milwaukee Bucks are 13-19. They're looking for a jolt at this point of the season. The Pelicans are 15-21. If both those teams don't make the playoffs, we are guaranteeing ourselves another lottery pick. I do feel Michael Porter Jr.'s contract is way too big to move within the year. We do own our first round pick. I will make sure that is correct, but I do have to give, I believe, the Rockets my 2027 first. All right, so we are currently, 15-36 here at the deadline. Boston's really bad. Milwaukee can end up making the playoffs. Charlotte's 7-43. I don't know how Washington is that bad either. What is going on? So Michael Porter Jr. is averaging 19.7 points, 5 rebounds. Like I said, I don't think I could trade him mid-season. I could try to move Nick Claxton, but that may end up coming in the offseason. I need Kyle Kuzma to build up some value. If not, I'm going to buy him out in the offseason. I do think I could find a suitor, though, for Terrence Mann. So would the Miami Heat give me their 2030 first-round pick and Terry Rozier's expiring for Terrence Mann? They would say no. I do have not the most amount of seconds, but I'll give you 3 seconds in Terrence Mann for Terry Rozier. Okay, they would want 5 seconds in Terrence Mann for Rozier and their 2031st. Let's do it. And then I'm also going to be trading Day'Ron Sharpe to the OKC Thunder for Kenrich Williams' expiring contract, and I'm going to get a second rounder out of this as well. Kenrich has a team option that I'll probably decline. And before we advance, I do want to release a couple players. I'm going to release, well, at least buy out Terry Rozier. And then is there anybody else? I mean, I don't know if I could find somebody to take on Keon Johnson. Like, he is an intriguing player. I'll probably try to trade him. And then would the Nuggets give me Jalen Pickett and 2 first-round picks? So they have Mr. Under Investigation there, which you know who that is. Hey, I didn't put that. That's the roster creator. So could I get Jalen Pickett and 2 seconds for Keon Johnson? I can net 1 second in this deal. All right, let's do it. So yeah, we are 15 and 36. We have Drew Timme getting some playing time. Kyle Kuzma, I mean, I need him to build up some value. If he has a strong second half, I can maybe trade him. Danny Wolf, 8 points, 5 rebounds. He's got to play more in the second half. I don't know what Jordi Fernandez is doing. Traore, he's had some efficiency issues, but could be a lot worse. Yegor is shooting 21% from 3. Drake Powell is shooting 35 from 3, 48 from the field. I'll take that. And Ben Saraf is averaging about 3.7 points a night. And yeah, this team is not going to finish with a good record this year. And Yegor Yulman just got hurt late in the year. So we go 23 and 59. Honestly, that's what could happen next year with the Brooklyn Nets. Josh Giddey ended up in Sacramento. Pods ends up winning Most Improved Player with the Golden State Warriors. Anthony Simons maybe should have won that award with the Boston Celtics. He was great. Darko Rajakovic, Coach of the Year. Okay. So Wemby doesn't get MVP, but year 3 All-NBA first team honors. Who got? Oh yeah, Jokic got MVP. James Harden, Denny Avdia. Oh my God. 27 points for Denny. Mobley, Ja, and Booker all NBA second team. Third team, you got Giannis, Curry, Sabonis, LeBron, and Donovan Mitchell. All defensive first team, you got Wemby, Giannis, Mobley, Embiid, and Triple J. I don't think we're going to get any Brooklyn Nets, unfortunately. Actually, Yegor does get on all-rookie second team. We had 5 rookies, and only one of them ended up on an all-rookie team. So, yeah, we obviously didn't make the playoffs. We were a team that ended up going 23 and 59. We are hopefully going to get a good pick in the draft. We own the Knicks picks in every odd year, basically, till 2031. And I believe it's a 2028 swap. Shout out to the Bulls and the Grizzlies here in the NBA Finals. Okay, that's kind of crazy. If I had to put like a grade on our season, I think if I could find the matching salary or the team with cap space, maybe I would probably have to get a bad contract back. I could maybe move Michael Porter Jr.'s expiring $40 million because he was good last year. Drew Timme actually wasn't bad. I always forget Drew Timme is like 6'10". Traore, you know what? I will take a 52.7% true shooting for a rookie point guard. Kuzma, I think I'm going to release him in the offseason. Igor Dorman, 40% from the field, 23 from 3. Drake Powell, kind of intriguing as well because we know he's a great defender. Jalen Wilson, we'll see if he's in the rotation. I'm going to try to move Nick Claxton this offseason. Jalen Pickett was actually not too bad. Ben Saraf struggled. Noah Conley struggled. Kenrich Williams is probably not going to be back. Tyler Smith also struggled. And Danny Wolf also really struggled, damn it. What? They don't even have Josh Giddey. 2K. How? Okay, so they traded for Jalen Suggs, and this team won an NBA Finals. Who did they beat? They beat the Cavs. They beat the Hawks. They beat the one-seeded Raptors. Who did they trade for Jalen Suggs? This team ended up trading Zach Collins and Vucevic for Jalen Suggs. I don't think the Orlando Magic would do that. There goes LeBron, Lowry, Gordon. Can I override LeBron's? I can't, unfortunately. Russ, why not? One more. DeRozan, one more. Harden, one more. Curry, one more. So LeBron James ends up going to the Hall of Fame. Here are the jersey retirements going forward. League meetings, we are not going to accept any of those. So I will be getting that swap worse between the Pelicans and the Bucks. I will make sure it's the accurate pick that I'm going to get. And then I will be getting my pick, which is there at number 3. And we end up getting the 5th overall pick in the draft. So I know I'm getting that pick. And then the Bucks ended up finishing, or at least let me see where the Pelicans are. Okay, so we actually finished with the 14th pick and the Bucks finished at 15. So we are going to have to just go down one spot, which is fine. All right, so the Rockets have the right to swap picks with us next year, so we do want to be at least a little bit better because they can get a nice lottery pick for us. So we're going to keep Jordi Fernandez around. So we're sitting here with the 5th pick. I'm most likely going to lose out on the top 3 of Peterson, Boozer, and Debanza. So I'm going to scout Nate Ament, Tonde Yesufu, Chris Sinat, Caleb Wilson, Jaden Quaintance, Koa Pete, Elijah Arenas. Crazy stuff what's going on with his dad. It sucks too because Elijah just had almost a season-ending injury. Maybe it is one. And Gilbert Arenas is like now getting investigated in like some underground poker table scheme. I don't know, even know what's going on. So we are here on the night of the 2026 draft. They're projecting us to get Dash Daniels. We are going to see if anybody wants Michael Porter Jr. Like I said, it's $40 million to the reigning NBA champion Chicago Bulls. Maybe they would get involved, honestly. And I'm going to do this trade with the San Antonio Spurs. I think since Fox is a pending free agent, they have the cap space to pull this off. I'm going to be trading Michael Porter Jr. for Keldon Johnson. I'm getting Atlanta's 2027 unprotected first in this deal, and they're getting a swap worse between Phoenix and Dallas in 2029. So welcome to the Brooklyn Nets, Keldon Johnson, who should have a larger role than he did with the Spurs. So let's hope that Peterson, Boozer, somebody falls to 5. The number 1 pick is getting traded for Damian Lillard, and it's the Knicks. Okay, there's just so much. What is going on right now? So Cameron Boozer goes 1 to the Blazers. AJ Debance 2 to the Kings. 3 is Nate Ament. I was hoping he was going to fall to 5 because I assume Peterson is going to go 4. Damn. So I can go Tonde Yesufu if we want a small forward. We can go Chris Sinak. I don't mind the idea of Jaden Quaintance because I do think he's got probably the best defensive upside here. I like the idea of Elijah Arenas at 6'7". Kareem Lopez is obviously a fun player here. Mikael Brown, we don't need to take another point guard, right? So I'm debating between Quaintance or Elijah Arenas. And I think I'm going to take Elijah Arenas here with the 5th overall pick. So nobody I wanted at 5 is really here at 15. So I would like to take just like another front court guy. So we could maybe try to make a trade. I could take Yaxel Lendenberg, who's a little bit older. Okay, so the Raptors have a swap best with the Clippers and the Sixers in 2029. I want to see if I can give them 15 and the 29th pick in this draft. Or I'll give them 15. I get 29 and that 2029 swap. They agree to that. The Raptors take Tomislav Ivisic here. Pretty good pick with number 15. So we moved down 14 spots, but I get an additional 2029 swap between the Clippers or the Sixers. One of those teams could be bad then. So I ended up taking Alex Karaban from, well, I took 2 Alexes. Alex Karaban from UConn and then Alex Condon. I can't change his name. It won't let me. Out of Florida here, who just won a national title. Karaban, I thought, could have been a first-round pick in 24 or 25, and he's staying at Stores for his, I think, senior year now with UConn. So I'm going to pick up the team option on Pickett. Jalen Wilson opts out. I'm going to decline it on Kenrich Williams. We could be a Luke, well, I'm not going to be a Luka team. We could be a Trae Young team, but probably not, right? Like, we have all these guards, but we want to be better since I don't own full direction of my first next year. So before free agency starts, we are going to release Kyle Kuzma. So I have 2 small forwards there. Probably Elijah Arenas and Dwight Powell getting the shooting guard minutes next year. We have 3 point guards. We have a plethora of centers. All right, so I'm going to see if I can get this swap worse 2029 Bucks Celtics pick. 3 seconds and Matisse Thybulle for Noah Clowney and Tower Smith from the Blazers. They say no. I would also include like Jalen Pickett if you're intrigued about Pickett. Okay, there we go. So we just got a ton of draft capital. I technically have 5 first-round picks for the 2027 draft, which is kind of sick. We have 2 in 28. We have 4 in 2029, and we have 2 in 2030. We basically are becoming the Thunder of the Eastern Conference. So I don't think I'm going to bring back any of my free agents. We will, I believe, have cap space, correct? Like if I wanted to sign Kevin Durant, I have about $55 million to spend. So right now, we do have Nick Claxton under control. I think he needs to play a little bit better next year. So we have Claxton, Wolf, Condon. I think I would like to sign maybe like a true power forward. John Collins, but $28 million, I don't know. We could try to get in the Keegan Murray sweepstakes. And I guess he ended up becoming a free agent now. I wonder what's going to go on. I mean, I'm intrigued about John Collins if that price goes down rather than going after a Jonathan Kuminga. And just kidding, John Collins ended up re-signing with the Clippers. He got $75 million. And we need to be a little bit better next year. So I'm going to give Jonathan Kuminga a 2-year deal with a player option. Maybe he can recoup his value. And if he's good enough, maybe he ends up opting out, which is going to help us not give the Rockets a really good draft pick. So that was my big signing. Jonathan Kuminga. Yegor Dioman goes up to an 82, Claxton 81, Kuminga 81. I know there's going to be some bad floor spacing lineups. I get that. I just need some talented players out there that want to come to a bad Nets team. And next year, it's going to be an auto-generated draft class. So Keldon Johnson, we could extend. I still want to see what he's going to perform like this year. Steph Curry's going to go on a farewell tour. So we got Yegor. I think I want to start Elijah at the 2. Damn, they want to play like everybody right now. I'm not going to play Alex Highsmith, who we ended up signing. So I think Drake Powell can be somebody there. Like, we're not playing Leonard Miller, who I guess we ended up signing as well. I also do not want to play Matisse Thybulle whatsoever. I want to play maybe Karaban, 10 minutes a night, Danny Wolf 15, Nolan Traore 20, Ben Serra 15. Drake Powell could get 24 because I'm probably going to go like 24 to Elijah. I want to go 31. Or I can go 33 to Yegor. Why not? He's young. Let's go 33 to Keldon Johnson and Jonathan Kuminga. We can go 35 to Kuminga. Let's go about 31 to Nick Claxton. System proficiency under Jordy is going to be 3-star balance. We start off the season Philly, Memphis, Chicago, Where did I trade Michael Porter Jr. to? Was it Chicago? No, it was San Antonio, and my voice just cracked right there. Keldon Johnson had 25 points on opening night. Okay. All right. So much for not giving the Houston Rockets a good pick this year. We are bad. We are 14-36. Somehow the Magic are bad. Sixers are bad as well. We have the second worst point differential in the East. Our leading scorer is Jonathan Kuminga. He's probably overpaid at this point. Those are not good numbers whatsoever. Keldon Johnson has been iffy. Elijah Arenas has shown some promise. Yegor, the efficiency has gotten much better, but he's a good free throw shooter. I think he can have a strong second half. I think Nick Claxton may have some value out there. I just may trade him in the offseason because there's no point in like bottoming out because I have to give Houston my first round pick, which is not ideal. So I think I am going to make this trade with the Cleveland Cavaliers. I'm going to get their 2031 unprotected first and Max Strus's expiring contract, but they're going from Strus to Keldon Johnson's expiring contract. It just makes sense for us going forward, right? Like we do have, I mean, we're going to still create the cap space. Keldon Johnson could have left. The Cavs are currently the 6th seed and they do get an upgrade and we just get more draft capital. So now in 2031, we already got 2 picks. So we at least have 2 picks in every single draft. And in 2027 and 2029, we have 4 first round picks at the minimum. But man, this team sucks. We're 16-46. Yeah, and this team's going to be just as bad this year as we basically were last year. We won around 20 games. Shout out to Pods becoming kind of a stud over there in Houston. AJ DeBanton, Rookie of the Year for the Sacramento Kings. Giannis wins Depoy. Yohan Berenjay got traded to the Celtics and averaged 10 rebounds a night. Trae Young, Clutch Player of the Year. David Adelman, that's not what he looks like, Coach of the Year. So you got Cade, Şengün, Luka, Trae, and Jokic all on All-NBA first team. You got Kat, Shea, Giannis, and Cooper Flag already on second team. Sabonis, Amen, Steph, LaMelo, and Ja on third team. Are we going to get any Brooklyn Nets? We do not. Any on the all-rookie teams. We do get Elijah Arenas on all-rookie second team, who's actually pretty good. 12 points, 39 from 3, 87% from the free throw line. And we are not going to be in the playoffs this year. The Brooklyn Nets ended up going 21-61, the worst record in the league. And I'm 99% sure I have a swap with Houston, who actually didn't make the playoffs either. Okay. They went 35-47, so we're still going to end up with a lottery pick. And I think going into next year, we really have to start making some tough decisions. I mean, Kuminga may opt in. He wasn't great for us. Elijah Arenas is definitely somebody we're prioritizing. I don't like Drake Powell actually had a pretty good year. 46, 36, 73 splits, 12 points and 5 rebounds. He could be my starting 2 or 3 next year again. Nolan Traore was better. Yegor Diomand was not as good. 39 from the field, 23 from 3. Because if he can develop that 3-point shot, which I think he can, I don't mind making him my small forward. Max Strus, 36 from 3 in the contract year. Leonard Miller got some playing time. Ben Saraf, maybe not as intriguing as the other guys, but it was better this year. Danny Wolf was objectively better given how horrible he was in his rookie season. Caravan couldn't really hit his threes. Condon could not really shoot whatsoever either. And Cooper Flag wins Western Conference Finals MVP and Cade Cunningham Eastern Conference Finals MVP. And the Pistons ended up winning in 7. They beat the Mavericks. So Cade gets a ring this year. I think he was All-NBA first team as well. There goes Russ. I'm going to override Kevin Durant's retirement, who actually spent last year with the Golden State Warriors. I'm overriding Paul George's retirement. Jimmy, I'll do as well just for 1 more year. Same with Bradley Beal. So there goes Doc Rivers, Terry Stotts, Mason Miller, and Kenny Johnston. James Harden and Russ, one former Brooklyn Net, ends up going to the Hall of Fame. And we have 3 picks here in the lottery. I'm not going to get my hopes up too much because I do think that Sixers pick is top 10 protected. That Knicks pick is not, though. I forgot I had the Knicks pick. Shout out the Mikal Bridges trade for us. So we'll see what we end up getting. Wow, okay. I have Milwaukee's pick. I don't even remember that. Was that from the Kuzma trade? Oh my God. So am I picking 2 and 3 here? The Rockets are going to get our pick at 4, but I get the Rockets pick at 10. I get the Knicks pick at number 9. Maybe that Philly pick does not have a protection on it anymore. I mean, I will double check because this is the 2027 draft. This is an auto-generated draft class. I mean, I'll trade up for Alberto Rodriguez. So if you look at the Nets, okay, unfortunately, that Sixers pick is top 8 protected, so I will not be getting that, but I will be getting the Knicks pick. We do have that swap with the Rockets, so I get to keep pick 10. And if I remember correctly, I guess I did get that Bucks pick from the Kuzma trade. Now, this is the issue sometimes with scenarios, and I am recording this obviously on a different day, so I don't know. You guys, I hope I'm going to have the karma enough, like, if it's bad karma and I'm accidentally giving myself the 3rd overall pick, it is what it is. But I will be giving Philly's pick back to them, and I'll be getting their first rounder in 2028, which, who owns it? Do I own it in 2028? I do own the swap worst. Okay, so let me get the Sixers pick fully next year. So I do have the Sixers 2028 first. All right, because there's some like swap thing. So we have 2 firsts next year. I get the Sixers unprotected first, and I get the swap with the Knicks from the Mikal trade. I still have 4 first rounders in this draft because I do have the Hawks pick there at 27. I have 2 second rounders. I mean, Who's got number 1? Is it it's the Thunder, who do have Chet Holmgren, and I'm going to try to trade 3. Let's do 10. Let's do 50, 51. And I don't know if I have a player I'd rather give you. Like, I'll give you Alex Karaban as well. I don't even know if they would have the financial flexibility for that. No. I mean, I would give you a future first. I don't really want to. Actually, I'll give you this future first. So 3 first-round picks and 2 seconds to move up. This is definitely right around the range of what Philly got, or excuse me, Boston got in the 2017 draft, and they're going to say yes to that. So we're going to keep Jordi Fernandez as our head coach, and welcome to the Brooklyn Nets, Alberto Rodriguez from Puerto Rico. The ceiling is Hakeem Olajuwon. The floor is Yao Ming. We're going to also look to trade away Nick Claxton after we draft him as well. Clarence Bradley actually looks pretty good. I mean, I hope he falls to number 3. I'm going to guess he's going to go number 2. So we get Alberto Rodriguez. Actually, we don't have 3. Duh. I have 9 now, so we're not getting him. And with us drafting him, we are going to trade Nick Claxton to the Grizzlies for their 28 first and their 29 first. So we have our center. Chuck Cousins goes number 2 to Philadelphia. Interesting. I mean, if they don't take that small forward here, do I try to make a trade with Houston? I would have to go up, what, 5 spots? I'll give you 9. I'll give you 20. I mean, I'll give you Alex Karaban as well. And then I will give you... Would that be enough? It will not be. I could probably throw in a future first. Let me give up... what first do I want to give up? I'll give you my 2030 first round pick. I think we'll be good by then. So we're on the clock. And I'm going to also snag Clarence Bradley, the 6'8 wing from Texas. So a little bit of a new era here in Philadelphia. We get Alberto Rodriguez. We get Clarence Bradley, who I feel like is a lot better. I mean, I could have ended up with like Kurt Turner, who looks intriguing for sure. But I love this draft for us. We're going to pick up the option on Yegor. Kuminga opts out. Thank you. I'm cool with that. I'm surprised you didn't opt in. We'll pick up the option on Wolf. Condon for 5.11 is a lot for a second-year guy. I kind of think I'm going to decline that and see if I can get him back for a cheaper price, but we're going to pick up everybody else's option here and go into next year's season. We are going to at least... I actually don't know how next year will look. I'll bring back Max Strus. We have $90 million in cap. Now, I know some people comment, like, I got to worry about that salary cap floor, so I'm going to have to spend my money in some way, shape, or form. Brandon Miller is unrestricted. I mean, who's like the top unrestricted free agents? Wemby's restricted. It's Kyrie. It's Devin Booker. Now, Devin Booker would be interesting. Well, he did sign that extension. Maybe he didn't get it here. Walker Kessler is unrestricted. Cam Thomas, we could bring him back. I mean, I could also trade for a player, but I don't really want to give up anybody here. Like, I like this young core that we have right now. This is the young core, so I should try to get some veterans. I feel like a power forward would be ideal. Tari Eason, I feel like for that price is great. So let me give Tari Eason. We got to spend a little bit, so it will be $45 million. We'll actually let it go up, so we will backload it. And I will go... Can I go a 4th year on it? 4th year team option. So let's do that. The last year won't be fully guaranteed. Jonathan Kuminga is out of his mind if he thinks he's going to get more money in free agency. And I'm also going to do a similar contract here with DeAndre Hunter. So let's get Hunter and let's get Tari Eason. 3 years, $47 million a pop. I'm going to renounce the rights on Kuminga, Leonard Miller, Highsmith, and Max Strus. I'm going to bring back Condon on a 3-year deal worth $9 million. So how much cap space do I have after that? Still about $60 million. I mean, Josh Giddey running the show would be interesting. Quitting Grimes at the 2, but I'm excited. Like, I'm thinking about, I was going to think about starting Traore at the 1, Yegor at the 3 next year with Powell, but like we did get Hunter and Eason, so I'm probably going to try to get another power forward. And I'm going to go a 2-year deal with the team option to Isaiah Stewart, and then I'm also going to try to probably snag another point guard. So Tyus Jones, you can get like $6 million from me, and then I'll give Max Strus like $6 million as well, just so we can get under or over the salary cap floor. So let's give Tyus Jones a deal. Let's give Stewart and Strus a deal. I mean, we still have $39 million in cap space. I forget what the floor is in the NBA. I mean, our salary is 146. The cap today, I think, is at like 154. This is the 2028 season, so that would go up by 8% and then 8%. All right, so we'll end this season here. See, like, why do we have a cap hold for Alex Condon? Didn't I bring him back? Okay, that's odd. So we'll re-announce those rights there. I mean, I'm fine going into next year's season with what we got. I'll give Sandro like $8 million as well. Like, we're basically charity out here. You just want to get a contract from the Nets. So Yegor Adioman is our highest rated player at an 87. Then it's Drake Powell, Rodriguez, Hunter, Saraf. There's Arenas, Traore, Eason. I'm excited about this team next year. All right, so we will start Yegor at the 1, Powell at the 2. Yeah, Hunter. Actually, I kind of want Hunter to come off the bench. So I'm actually going to start Arenas at the 2, Powell at the 3, Eason at the 4, Rodriguez at the 5. We're going to have Ben Saraf come off the bench about 17 minutes a night. Traore is going to get 22 minutes a night. Hunter can get 25 as the 6th man. Stewart can get around 14. Strus ain't playing. Tyus Jones ain't playing. We'll probably go Bradley and Wolf. So we're still going to have like an 11-man rotation out here. Let's go 14 of Wolf. Let's go about 17 to Bradley. I mean, this actually may not end up happening. So I'm going to go 20 to Traore, 15 to Saraf. We're going to go 10 to Stewart because I still want to see what Wolf can do this year. So I always moved about 14 minutes because I wanted to go 30 to Arenas. We'll do 28 to Yegor, 26 to Eason, 28 to Rodriguez, 27 to Powell. So we're still playing these guys at a pretty even amount. We're 3.5 stars under Jordy. And let's see how the first week goes this year. 0-4, great. Let's see how the next week goes. Oh, we're 2-6. Third week. All right, 5-7, and then we are going to go, you know what, we're 7-8. This could be a lot worse right now. I'm excited about Rodriguez. I mean, Hunter is somebody we could have always flipped at the deadline. And we are above 500 at the deadline. We are 29-22. We could be buyers for all I know. We have not the best offense in the world, actually the second worst offense, but the defense looking pretty good. Maybe that's Alberto Rodriguez. Elijah Arenas is definitely our most talented offensive player. Damn, Nolan Traore taking a step back kind of stinks. So I don't know how much longer he's going to be in the fold. Yegor's been a lot better this year, which is great. 13 points, 7.5 assists. Drake Powell's averaging 13.7 points, shooting 43% from 3, 2 stocks a night. Man, it is not good for the 2025 draft class for some of these guys. Saraf, Wolf, and Traore. So it ended up being Yegor and Powell as like the most intriguing guys. Wolf's been better this year. So honestly, for the second half, how has Bradley been? He's been fine. We're going to go like 10 to Bradley, 10 to Saraf. And then I honestly want to play, like we're going to go 15 to Traore. We'll go 23 to Hunter. I want to go 33 to Rodriguez. I want to go 28 to Tari Eason. I want to go 33 to Demon or Dioman. And then I want to go, 31 to Powell. And we'll see how we do. I'm not going to make any trades. We don't have any, I think, big free agents at the end of the year. It would have been like Noah Clowney, but I do have at least one more year with like Yegor and all those guys. Yeah, so we're chilling. The big free agents are guys I just paid to get over the salary cap floor last offseason. So Cooper Flag wins MVP. Alberto Rodriguez, Rookie of the Year, 14.4 points, 8 rebounds, 4.5 assists, 46-30, 82 splits. Colin Murray-Boyle, 6th Man of the Year. Wemby Depoy, Caleb Wilson, Most Improved, Curry, Clutch Player of the Year, and Willie Green still in New Orleans. And they were that good. Okay. So we don't get any Nets on the first 3 teams. Hopefully we do get Rodriguez at one point. Johan Berenjay, top 5 defender in the sport for the Boston Celtics. We get Clarence Bradley. Hopefully he's better next year because I did give up a little bit for him. And Alberto Rodriguez ended up on all rookie first team. And we ended up as the 2 seed in the East. All right, let's go. A major jump for the Nets in a weaker Eastern Conference. We finished with a 53-29 record. The defense with Eason, Rodriguez, Powell, Hunter in the mix was so much better. And I'm really excited what I could deploy come playoff time. I mean, if I look at my advanced stats, I wanted to see the true shooting. Shout out to like Drake Powell. A 65% true shooting is incredible. So like only Yegor, Hunter, Arenas, Powell, and Stewart were above league average. Easton kind of struggled this year, unfortunately, because I did give him a nice guaranteed contract. So for the playoffs, I mean, Saraf was better in the second half. I don't need to play him. I'm honestly debating. Like, I think I'm either going to play Wolf or actually I'm probably not going to play Bradley, who was kind of better in the second half as well. But we're going to have Hunter, Traore, Wolf, and Stewart. So I'm going to go about 35 to Yegor. I'm going to go about 37 to Elijah, 35 to Powell. Let's go 33 to Eason, 36 to Rodriguez, and 25 to Hunter. System proficiency is 3.5 stars under Jordy Fernandez. We're taking on the 7-seeded Hawks with Trey, Krejci, Jalen Johnson, Kristaps Okongwu. They got Reese Shea coming off the bench. No Dyson Daniels, or is he hurt? Wow, no Dyson. All right, so let's see how this goes. Game number 1 goes to the Atlanta Hawks, 117-114. Yegor, oh my God, he took 19 shots, knocked out in 4 threes, perfect from the free throw line, 12 assists, 4 steals, 40 points. We lost. But hey, I'll take that from Yegor, and we lose game 2. All right, can we at least put up a fight? I'm okay losing in round 1. Tari Eason was not great. Rodriguez, Hunter, and Powell all went 4 of 11. We do win game 3. At least we're not going to get swept. We won by 35. Rodriguez and Arenas combined for 54 points, 7 assists, 7 rebounds, 7 blocks. Oh my God, that would have been an all-time fantasy performance for Rodriguez. 10 stocks. Game 4 does go to the Hawks by 7. It's unfortunate. Elijah Arenas kind of stepping up as an offensive weapon for us. Drake Powell, oof. 3 of 14, 3 of 10, and 6 turnovers. And we end up winning game 5, 152-121. Oh my God, Elijah with 47 points, 10 rebounds, and 5 assists. 20 for Alberto, 24-11 for Yegor. Game 6 goes to the Brooklyn Nets, 139-130. 29-10 for Yegor. 29 for Elijah Arenas, 22 for DeAndre Hunter. Okay, here we go. Game 7 against the Hawks. We were down 3-1. Can we come back and beat them and get our first playoff series victory of the video? We're up by 3, up by 4. Oh, man, and then they go on a run. All right, can we close this out, though? We're down by 1 with a minute left. Come on, please, please. Ah, we get eliminated by 3. We could not score in that fourth quarter whatsoever. 8 turnovers for Alberto Rodriguez. But honestly, the future is bright in Brooklyn. and we have some draft capital. I see the Knicks didn't make the playoffs, so we're going to be cooking soon. Don't worry. Elijah Arenas, Yegor Dioman, and Alberto Rodriguez really are the, I think, future here of the Brooklyn Nets. And Cooper Flagg is your Western Conference Finals MVP. Noah Essengay, Eastern Conference Finals MVP. Wait, they won, right, in year number 1? Or, yeah, crazy. The Bulls have 2 titles here. Kobe White has 2 Finals MVPs in this rebuild. Makes no sense. There goes KD, DeMar, Curry, Paul George, Jimmy Butler III, Tobias Beal, Kawhi, Damian Lillard. So many Hall of Famers ended up retiring. Rick Carlisle retires as well. He'll be a Hall of Famer. 5 players entering the Hall of Fame here. Dame, Curry, and KD enter the Hall of Fame. I wish, like, it's so little, but hey, it'd be cool if, like, they're retroactive 5 years from retirement like it is in real life, but I don't think 2K will ever add that. And yeah, there we go. We get Philly's pick there. We got the Knicks pick there. So we're going to have 2 picks in the lottery. Hopefully one of them gets up to number 1. That is not the case. We're going to get 5 from Philly, 9 via New York. I also have 22 via Memphis. And the Knicks, I believe, will get our pick at 27 from the swap. So Timberwolves get number 1 from the Lakers. Damn. We are going to bring back Jordi Fernandez. I know we had a little bit of a disappointing round 1 exit, given that we were a 2 seed, but I trust Jordy going forward. So there really doesn't look like a consensus 1-1 in this draft. I'm interested about Calvert Kennedy. That's always a last name for these auto-generated guys, because I say like Canadian, I say it wrong every time probably. So we could look to shed Hunter or Eason. Now, I don't mind them, even in like a backup capacity either. Clarence Bradley's making a ton of money next year, so I would like to get him involved, but I don't really want to make 5 picks here. Like I think I'm going to try to trade 22, 53, and 37 for a future first. And I'm going to throw in another second, and I'm going to get a 2029 swap worse with Dallas and Phoenix. I feel like did I own this pick? I thought I did. And then we're getting Toronto's 2031st as well. They're trying to get in the first round. So I have picks 5 and 9. Like, that's going to cost a decent amount. So I could look to trade those guys. Drew Holmes goes number 1. Not that exciting of a prospect. Harris Filman goes number 2 from Romania. The Blazers at number 3 are trading the pick. What does that get them? Nikola Jovic and Malik Monk. They also gave up quickly. Like, that's not the greatest return. Jonathan Gratham is 6'6" shooting guard. Maybe the most intriguing guy here. Dusty Fisher from Temple. Shout out Temple. My alma mater goes number 4. So we're on the clock here at number 5. And I feel like Robert Walton is probably the best player here. But I drafted a center last year. Calvert is definitely somebody I would target with my next first rounder. I mean, he's a 6'5" shooting guard. He's 18. Honestly, I'm going to take him here out of New Mexico. Definitely has the upside to being the best player in this draft. Like, he's 2 overalls lower than Drew Holmes, and he's 5 years younger. And Robert Walton went 1 pick later to the Suns. And I took a big man here at number 9, Delano Barrett from Texas, 6'11", could end up being my backup center if it's not going to be like Stewart or Danny Wolf for the long term. So both these guys, kind of developmental pieces. We'll see how they end up looking for us going forward. I'm going to decline the option on Stewart. I'm going to pick it up on Wolf. I'm actually going to see if I can move Sarath or Traore this offseason. And this is a little bit of a risky trade here, but Chuck Cousins did not have a great rookie year. He's already 22 years old, but he's a 7-foot power forward that the Sixers took last year right after Alberto Rodriguez. So I'm going to get the first and second picks from that draft, and I'm giving them Ben Sarath, and I'm getting a second for this one as well. And if he's not good, I could decline his team option next year. So we're going to renounce the rights on Stewart, Jones, Strus, and Mamu Koasheve. John Morant ended up signing with the Warriors. Danny Avdija got $56 million from the Pacers. God damn. I don't think I really want to like spend too much. Like, we got to re-sign Yegor to a pretty hefty contract going forward. That's a decent amount. So I want to see if I could front load that, but I'll start it at like 37. Welcome back, Yegor. Drake Powell wants 35 mil. I don't know how I feel about that. Traore wants 30 mil. Yeah, you're not who's giving you that? And I'm going to bring back Stewart on a much cheaper price, the minimum. And I'm going to sign like Ryan Rollins to a 1+1. Just as another point guard option since we traded away Sarath. All right, so Alberto Rodriguez is an 89 overall now. Yegor is an 88. Powell's up to an 87. Arenas 86. I'm really excited about this team next year. Even Clarence Bradley up to an 82. And I don't think I'm going to sign anybody else next year. So going into the season, it's going to be Yegor, definitely Arenas. I think Powell at the 3, Easton at the 4, but Bradley's going to be the 6th man over Hunter. Hunter can get like 20 minutes a night. We're going to go 22 to Bradley. Let's go about 15 to Traore, 17 to Cousins, and then I would probably like to play, probably not Condon, probably not Wolf right now, or maybe Danny Wolf will get like 12 minutes because I don't think I'm going to play the number 9 pick, but I do want to get Calvert just like 10 minutes a night just to see what he can do with those minutes. So I'm fine with the bench. I would like to go 34 to 35 to Rodriguez. We're going to keep Easton at 24. This is tough because I want to go like 34 to Yegor, and I want to get at least like 20 more minutes out here. So this is kind of tough, honestly. Maybe Cousins gets 15. Maybe Traore just gets 10. Maybe Danny Wolf gets 10 as well. So I'm going to go 30 to Arenas, 30 to Powell for the regular season. 4-star balance under Jordy. We start off the year 2-1. And then let's see. Okay. Yeah, we're 6-1. Good start. And this team is balling out. We are 40-13 here at the deadline with an 11.6 point differential. The offense is getting better and better, while the defense has been elite. Headlined by Alberto Rodriguez. Elijah Arenas is dropping 20 points per game, 51, 41, 91 splits. Rodriguez, 18 points, 9.5 rebounds, 5.5 assists, 48, 39% from three. He's like the Puerto Rican Wemby at this point. Drake Powell has been more than I could have asked for. Yegor's shot has dropped a little bit this year, but he's averaging 9.7 assists, 4.7 rebounds, 45, 40, 91 splits for DeAndre Hunter. Tari Eason, 10 points, about 5 rebounds. Much better as a shooter this year. Clarence Bradley, former 4th overall pick, has taken some steps. I would probably like to get Chuck Cousins more involved in the second half. Calbert has not been great. I mean, he's still like a teenager. So let's give more minutes to Cousins. Like, I honestly want to see what he can do. Just because he's a former number 2 pick. So yeah, I'm not going to make any trades here at the deadline. And let's advance to the second half. Yeah, we're going to win 50 plus games this year, which is pretty sick, with the squad. Shout out to Jordy Fernandez. Shout out to the young guys developing. I'm hoping we just kind of get that 1 seed. I think we will. 58, 59, 60 win season for Brooklyn Nets. Wemby wins MVP. Robert Cologne ends up winning Rookie of the Year. Terrence Edwards, 6th Man of the Year. Shout out Louisville. Shout out Pat Kelsey, Chucky Hepburn, that team. Really fun to watch last year. Tunde Yesufu ends up most improved, and Jordy Fernandez is your coach of the year. Let's go. Ja Morant in Golden State, replacing Steph Curry, also kind of sick. All-NBA first team. Denny, who got $50 million a year, basically. All-NBA second team for the Pacers. I assume they still have Halliburton. And then here's third team with Scotty, Kasparis, LaMelo, Paolo, Trey. How did we not get anybody? Blasphemy. We got nobody at all on the all defensive teams. There's Calbert, Kennedy, and then that is going to be it. So we got the 1 seed this year. The Knicks bounce back, and they're in the playoffs. Shout out to Bakomi Dadier, who they're developing. We're taking on Toronto. They have Devin Booker. Okay, they were the ones that signed Deep Book. They have Scotty, who's great, Pirtle, CMB. That's a tough 8 seed to definitely go up against. Elijah's got 19.5. Alberto definitely needs to play a ton for this series. So what I'm going to do is Traore was a fine backup point guard. Wolf's the backup center. Do I want to play Cousins for the playoffs? I honestly don't think I will. So it's going to be Bradley, Hunter, Wolf, and Traore. Let's go 13 to Wolf, 35 to Bradley. Traore can get 13 as well because I'm going to go 35 to Yegor. I'm going to go 37 to Arenas, 35 to Powell. And let's go a little bit more to Eason and Bradley. All right, system proficiencies, 4 stars under Jordy. Please don't lose in round 1 like we did last year. Drake Powell drops 40. He's like, yeah, you're going to pay me $40 million this offseason. Oh my God, we held them to 6 points in the second quarter. Alberto Rodriguez was a beast. Game 3 goes to Brooklyn, bang, 137-108. 25 for Powell, 23 for Rodriguez. Game 4, bang, the Brooklyn Nets win, 144-101. 40 for Elijah, 27 for Alberto Rodriguez. And this team, oh my God, the big 3 of Drake, Elijah, Alberto, scoring-wise, with Yegor averaging 11 assists. So we got a Battle of New York here in round number 2. They have Rasheer Fleming, Daniel Gafford, Dame Sarr. We lose game 1. Okay. Not ideal. I don't know if I want to play Danny Wolf less. Yegor shooting 21 from 3. All right, let's keep an eye on this team. Game 2, we do, oh my God, we just won by 60 points. Yep, that is insane. Alberto Rodriguez is averaging 7.3 assists. And shooting at a 68% true shooting because 48% from 3. I should make him my point guard, a 7-1 point guard. And we win game 3, 21 for Cat, 28 for Elijah Arenas. We do win game 4, 140-104, 31 for Elijah, 27, 11, and 10 for Alberto Rodriguez, 22 for Drake Powell, and we win in 5. So they won game 1. We went on to win 4 in a row, and we're taking on the Miami Heat here in the conference finals. Elijah Arenas averaged 28.5 points and 10 rebounds. He's still just 22 years old. And we're taking on the Miami Heat with top 15 player this year, I guess, Kasparis, Jonas, Christian Brown. You got Koa Pete, Bam, Hardenstein, Hero, Mark Williams, Whitehead, former net. Shout out to him having a career. It's a good team. And then you got New Orleans and Dallas with Grant Nelson. Okay, at the 4. So let's see if we can beat Miami. We do win game 1. I feel like Miami played Brooklyn when Brooklyn had like Paul Pierce and LeBron was on Miami. We win game 2. Game 3. We lose. Game 4, we win. Are we going to win in 5? Are we going to win in 6? Yes, we do. And we're taking on the Dallas Mavericks. Elijah Arenas and Cooper Flagg are your finals or conference finals MVPs. Now, Dallas has gone to the last 3 NBA finals now. And they've won, I think, one of them. Elijah Arenas was a beast. Bradley struggled a little bit, but he's still been good. Traore struggled as well, but I trust these guys. Now, for the finals, I'm going to go 10 to Traore, 10 to Wolf, 38 to Rodriguez, 38 to Yegor Dioman, and then I'm going to go 20 to Bradley. Let's go 38 to Arenas and Powell, and we'll go one more to Hunter. Now, wait, the Mavericks did win one? No, they lost, actually. Sorry, they lost to Chicago and Detroit. And we're going to try to make them lose again. We win game one, 107-101, 26 for Yegor. We win game two. All right, but it's far from over. We won both at home. I expect them to win game three. Yep, 113-109. The Mavericks are too good in the sim just for us to go up 3-0. And just like that, brand new series. Oh my God, we almost came back in the fourth. Oh man, lose by 4, lose by 3, and watch us go down 3-2. I hate this game. All right, I knew that was coming from a mile away. Game number 6. It is too hard to beat the Dallas Mavericks. All right, we're gonna lose 4 in a row. That sucks. Damn, we were up 2-0, and then we blow it like that. The Mavericks win it all. Cooper Flagg is your finals MVP. But all right, we're still gonna have the young internal development of this team. Maybe we make a trade this offseason. We will have a bunch of tradable assets. We do have some lottery picks here in the 29 draft with Orlando and Phoenix. None of them move up, but we have Philly's pick again, and it's there at number 4. Oh my God. Orlando at number 10. And then maybe there was a swap in there because we only have those 2 picks in the lottery. And then we also have 19 via New York, 29 and 30 from, I believe, the Kyrie trade. And I'm going to try to offer the Pacers, who have number 1, an offer they can't refuse, just because Alberto Rodriguez is a phenomenal shooter. He could play the 4 because there's a traditional center that could go number 1. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to offer up Alex Condon. I'm going to offer you 4. I'm going to offer you up 10, 29, 32, and 56 for number 1. And they're going to say yes to that. And I'm going to take Dave Thomas, a 7-2 center that's compared to Dave Cowens as his floor. And then you also have Hakeem Olajuwon at the ceiling. What did he average last year? I guess he didn't play. I don't know why it does that sometimes. But yeah, we are going to take him here. Thought about Willis Martin Jr., who's kind of intriguing as a 76 overall 18-year-old shooting guard. You know what I may actually try to do? I would only do this if Orlando has the cap space, because I don't know if I will be able to trade you DeAndre Hunter. Maybe DeAndre Hunter. I was thinking about Calvert Kennedy, who I think is a very intriguing young player. But could you take him? And I will give you 30, 19, 54 for pick 2. They say no. I would throw in Chuck Cousins, but he's not under contract. Devontae Bear, or yeah, I could throw in. I'll give you my 2031 first as well. That got it done. So I'm going to take Willis Martin Jr. I wonder if he would have went 2nd overall, but he just looks really good. And yeah, we're going to sign Thomas. I wonder if he could shoot, and Willis Martin Jr. So that means Alberto Rodriguez is probably going to start for us at the 4 spot next year. We'll bring back everybody here. And obviously I want to bring back maybe all 3 of those guys in restricted free agency. And I'm going to get Drake Powell 4 years, 154, pretty hefty contract. Danny Wolf 2 years, 10 million, complete opposite. And Nolan Traore will come back on the qualifying offer. So we have Rodriguez, Arenas, Dioman, Powell, Cousins. Oh my God, Cousins is an 88. Maybe I got to start him at the 4. This team is stacked with young talent. And then how do I even want to operate this next year? I don't think Danny Wolf is going to crack the rotation. I don't think Ryan Rollins is going to crack the rotation. I don't think Devontae Barrett, who was a former top 10 pick, might crack the rotation, because I got to play Dave Thomas a decent amount. They probably want to start Chuck Cousins. I'll give him the start, but it's not a guarantee that he's going to be the starter at the end of the year. I want Bradley as a 6th man. Hunter's going to get 15. Tari's going to get 15. Traore is going to get like 13 minutes a night. And let's hope this team can get a 1 seed again in the East. And a quick trade deadline update. We are currently 47-5. We have a 23.2 point differential. We're on a 13 game winning streak with this young core. Yeah. This is a very fun team. How has Dave Thomas been the number 1 pick? Okay, he's been fine. Maybe not, doesn't look like as generational as Alberto Rodriguez, who's a 95 overall. Chuck Cousins and Clarence Bradley have both been a lot better this year. Like, we're at a point where I might not even play DeAndre Hunter in the second half. Like, even though he's been really good, Tari Eason's been good. Traore, Willis Martin, like, this team is stacked. We're going to definitely have to make some like allocations and sacrifice some guys in the lineup come playoff time. But I love what we have right now. And this team, I wish we got MVP because we just won, I think, 73 games. Dave Thomas, Rookie of the Year. Coach of the Year is going to be Jordy Fernandez. I almost said Jordy 4 because I saw 74 and 8 this season. Alberto Rodriguez on all NBA second team. And yeah, we're obviously the 1 seed. We're going up against the Cavs here in round number 1, who still have Mitchell, Garland. They have Quentin Grimes, Jamal Murray. This guy, undrafted Turkish player, pretty cool. Not gonna lie. Nice hair. All right, let's see what I want to do, because like the numbers aren't gonna look as flashy just because, yeah, Elijah, he would have averaged 24 points per 36. Everybody was fairly efficient this year as well. So what I want to do for the playoffs, it's gonna be, I think, this starting five. We're gonna have Bradley. We're gonna have Thomas off the bench. So I'm not gonna play. Well, I didn't play Danny Wolf. We're not gonna play Willis Martin. I think I'm going to have to decide between Hunter. Well, Bradley was so good, so I don't think I'm going to play DeAndre Hunter. Tari Eason's going to get 10, and Nolan Traore is going to get 10. Dave Thomas is going to get like 13 just because I'm going to go 35 to Rodriguez, 24 to Bradley and Cousins, and then I want to go about 37 to Powell, 37 to Arenas, and let's go 37 to Yegor, which leaves me about 13 more minutes. I mean, I could go 10-man rotation. All right, so we'll give Hunter 13 minutes for now. System proficiency, 4.5 star balanced. Please get out of round one. Thank you. We make light work of the Cleveland Cavaliers. This was a team that was 2 games away from winning the finals last year. DeAndre Hunter, man, I got you some playing time. If you're not going to take advantage of it, I may actually end up benching you. So, yeah, we will do that. I'll give 1 more to Traore. We'll go a little bit more to Eason. And we'll go a little bit more to Parks. Bradley can get 25. And Cousins can get 28, who's been very good for us. I wonder how Ben Saraf... Is he still on Philadelphia, Saraf? He is not. They do have Derek Queen there. Okay, that's a good team. They have Nick Claxton as well, and we could see them at one point. Taking on the Miami Heat, who we beat last year. They have Tijon Salon. Kasparis is either hurt or gone. Wow. Bam's hurt. Kasparis is not there anymore, which I don't know why they would let him walk, given how good he's been. We are currently 7-0. Make that 8-0 in the playoffs. Bradley had the flu, but yeah, we make it past. Arenas and Rodriguez combining for 46 a night. I didn't expect Drake Powell to be this good, but here we are. Eason did struggle, but we're taking on Philadelphia with Nick Claxton, Derek Queen. I would probably swap them, but Queen never really turned into a shooter. They have Maxi Edgecombe. Ace Bailey made his way to Philly. I mean, they could definitely beat us. We do win game 1, though. Dwight Powell with 31. We win game 2. We are currently now 10-0 in the playoffs. Dwight Powell with 34. Oh my God, are we going to sweep them? We are 12-0 going to the NBA Finals. Alberto Rodriguez might be the best player in the NBA, and we're taking on the Golden State Warriors. Rodriguez is up to, well, actually, Drake Powell maybe should have got Conference Finals MVP. He averaged 27. What? And we're taking on Johnny Davis, John Morant, Carter Knox, John Grundy, Walker Kessler, Jared McCain, Johnny Furphy, Cody Williams, and our old friend, Alex Condon, who I thought I gave a, oh no, I did trade Condon, right? We actually lost game 1. All right. I don't like that at all. Who shot 2 of 13 in this game? Yegor. Game 2, we win. Okay. I'm a little nervous. If we just steamrolled like the regular season and the Eastern Conference to lose the finals, I will be upset. But we go up 2-1. We won by 30. Game 4, bang, we're up 3-1. So are they going to win game 1 and we're going to win 4 in a row? That is the case. The Brooklyn Nets win the 2030 NBA Finals, and Elijah Arenas is your Finals MVP. This team could actually probably win the next 10 NBA Finals. I know it would get expensive, and you can't keep everybody, but this team is so good. And I hope you guys did enjoy this new look Brooklyn Nets rebuild. Let me know what you guys think they should do. I'm not sure if Cam Thomas has already signed or that decision's been made by the time you guys see this, but that's been an interesting wrinkle this offseason. They had a fascinating draft strategy. We'll see if it works out. Drop a thumbs up if you guys did enjoy. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.